Hello, my name is Matthias Cavodio. I'd like to welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Cataclism, the Ultimate's Last Stand. It's a 5-issue crossover. We covered the Spider-Man and X-Men tie-ins. I'm not going to do the Ultimate one because it just wasn't really too good. It didn't work for me. This particular crossover, before I spoil the hell out of it, it's like the first 4 issues, fantastic. The way Brian Michael Bendis concludes the story, I hated it. At least for me, it didn't work. And we're going to get into that. So, you guys, what I liked and what I didn't like about this crossover that had so much promise. As I said in previous videos, I had stopped reading comic books from the Ultimate Universe after Ultimatum. That Ultimatum sort of like ruined everything for me. For me and many other people, except for Spider-Man, I remember I kept reading this Ultimate Spider-Man series up until the point Peter Parker died. Stopped reading the X-Men Ultimates, the Ultimate Fantastic Four 2, and all the other crossovers and stuff like that. So we have, at this moment, the end of the Ultimate Universe. Marvel is going to end this line. Galactus from 616 universe sort of falls into this one, finds his way to the Ultimate Universe's Earth. He's going to try to consume it. Not sure if this happens because my memory's, I'm old. If this happens due to the incursions, to everything that was being set up in Jonathan Hickman's Avengers, or during the Age of Ultron when Wolverine just basically broke time, traveling to the past. The other thing is, Galactus is here. He's one of my favorite villains. Oddly, he doesn't speak in this whole story. At least from my memory, he doesn't utter a word. So he reaches New York City. The moment he touches ground, hundreds of thousands of people are dying left and right. Heroes from this universe have dealt with nothing like this. Like, there was a Galactus from the Ultimate Universe. His name was like, no, actually, it was a swarm. Like this robotic bug swarm called Galactus, which the 16 Galactus actually converted into his herald. They were defeated by the Rick Jones Captain Marvel and later finally destroyed by the Ultimate X-Men. So the thing is, Galactus starts building up his machinery to consume this Earth. We have this really weird helicarrier that looks one of the least aerodynamic things I've ever seen in my life. The design, I think it's terrible. S.H.I.E.L.D. trying to attack. We have Miles Morales, Spider-Man, that he's trying to do his best, trying to save as many people as possible. We have the Ultimate surviving, shooting everything they got at Galactus. He just doesn't even budge. And they don't even scratch the dude. He just blasts them away. Keeps on going through his work. Here's the Ultimate tie-in, which, again, it's, at least for me, it just wasn't worth reading. Like, I went through this and I found myself skipping pages. The story doesn't even present which are the members of the Ultimates. And like, I hadn't been reading Ultimates to this point, so I didn't know who was who on the team. Like, I could tell there's Punisher, Hercules, obviously Falcon, and Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury. But there's other members I didn't know who the hell they were. Giant Woman and Abigail Brand. But the thing is, like, the story's just not too interesting. The Ultimates not only have to deal with the whole situation with the Galactus, also with MODOK that wants to sort of capitalize on the situation, steal some technology, become the new Herald of Galactus, so on and so forth. But let's get back into Last Stand. So we have humanity doing everything they can to stop Galactus. We have the Ultimates going and talking to Quentin Beck, who is actually also from the 616 universe. He was able to find his way to this one. They want to know who the hell is Galactus, what's going on. Quentin Beck is like, oh shit, he's here? So he tells him, it's like, go talk to Reed Richards. Like, he's the only person that's ever been able to reason with Galactus and stop him from consuming Earth. Thing is, the Reed Richards from this planet is evil as hell. And like, now he's known as the Maker. Here's in the story, like, here's where it gets really interesting. It's like the Maker is like, oh boy, Miles Morales, Spidey, and the Maker are going to go to the 616 universe, see if they can find any information on Galactus and how to stop him out of the Fantastic Four computers. So this part I thought really interesting. And also another thing is, the evil Reed Richards sees how his life played out in that universe, where he has a happy family with, he got married to Sue, It's a very idyllic life. So this sort of like affects the evil Reed Richards. So Miles Morales almost gets, barely gets out alive out of the Fantastic Four home because Valeria Richards finds them and realizes that they shouldn't be there. She totally flips out and sends the Fantastic Security after them. So here we have that whole situation with Valeria Richards and the evil Reed Richards. Like this part, as I said before, this part is really good. Like up until this point, I thought this crossover is really fantastic. And you have to really screw up a Galactus story. Like I have a real soft spot for Galactus when he pops up. Like I always think, even though if the worst Galactus stories, I always think they're really awesome. But like you have to put a little bit of effort into ruining a Galactus story. So the X-Men finally also pop up. Seems to be a little bit of bad blood between the X-Men and the Ultimates. Not sure why, because again, I wasn't reading anything from the Ultimate Universe at this time. And the way they resolve this story is that they're going to bombard Kitty Pryde with Pym particles. We're going to get like this giant Kitty Pryde attacking, punching Galactus in a fist fight. Yeah, there's other things going on. Tony starts trying to do all this kind of weird technological stuff and create a crazy weapon. Everyone's going to shoot everything they got at Galactus. Captain America dies. A ton of characters die in this final battle. But the whole situation with Kitty Pryde getting in a fist fight with Galactus, at least for me, it just doesn't work. Like I really don't like characters outside of Giant Man and Atlas, but like characters that are giant, that grow into giant sizes. Out of those two characters, I just really don't like it, and especially like Kitty Pryde. They could have done a ton of other things, but the fist fight with Galactus. Oh man, that was just terrible. Like this, I sat down to reread this, and again, like when I got to this last issue, I stopped reading. I just started shuffling through the pages. So it's a real shame that they went out this way, the Ultimate Universe. The Ultimates tying into Hickman's Secret Wars, actually, I did like quite a bit. So I'm going to end this video here. Did you guys think about this final crossover, about the Ultimate Universe? Leave it in the comments below. See you guys next time. Bye.